All right, fuck it. Let's just do the record.
So what is this?
Well, we're starting.
Oh.
Episode 11.
Another one of your classic cold opens
Yes.
right here. I'm on to you now, buddy.
Love it.
I'm on to
I
you.
can't fool you. Everyone, welcome to episode 11 of Start to Continue.
Yeah, exciting.
Who would have thunk?
What about, are you going to do your spiel?
What spiel is that?
That you do at the top of your sponsor.
Oh. This episode of Start to Continue podcast brought to you by nosnob.com. Wine reviews for $20 a bottle. That's not right.
No, because I was actually no snobbing it the other day.
Really?
Yeah, I was in the liquor store. And,
I forgot what the fucking... Oh, he's going to kill me.
Oh, because I think some of his bottles were around 24.
All right. Well, before we go any further, let me just fix that. So that's nosnob.com. Wine reviews for under $20 a bottle. Smart, funny, tasty. That's nosnob.com.
Oh, it was under 20. I thought it was more than that.
No, but you're going to ballpark it, right? Like 20, 21. You're not going to cut out a bottle for just being over a couple bucks.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay, so you went there?
Yeah, I booted it up.
You booted up the website. Wow,
Okay,
old man.
call me on that.
How does this gizmo work?
Yeah, I fired it up, but I didn't actually end up going with him because I had a coupon with this Checkout 51 app. Did you tell me about that? Is that
Nope.
right? Oh, it's like a post-buy coupon thing. They tell you what coupons are available. You buy it, then you submit your receipt, and they'll put the money in your account.
Well, how much money do you get back?
Well, for this bottle I was searching for, it was you get $2 back. And then while I was at the liquor store, it happened to be on sale for $2 off.
Oh, you got to buy the specific bottle that they want you to review or
No.
check out?
No, you just submit your receipt. It's just a coupon, but you buy it first.
But it's got to be that specific bottle.
Exactly, yeah. But it was on sale, so I ended up getting this bottle for $4 off. And it's pretty good. Check out 51. You know what? I'll put a link on our.
But you don't remember what the
description
wine
for
was?
Yeah, it's from California. It's called.
Yeah, see, I'm not a big fan of California wines.
No, it wasn't very good. It's cupcake wine.
Sounds like shit.
Yeah, it was about $18, then $4 off. So, and it was called Red Velvet. It was supposed to have chocolatey undertones and everything like
bullshit.
that, but it didn't. Yeah, I'll drink it, but it wasn't great.
How about a wine that tastes like grapes? How about that? Or not,
Yeah,
or not some fucking furniture that I sit on, all right?
There was some grapes in there, but, then I got my receipt, and I submitted the receipt, and within like an hour, they put $2 in my account. So then once you accumulate a whole bunch of money, maybe $20, you can ask them to send you a check. And it's pretty
Yeah,
painless.
my wife does something like that, too. I don't know for what site it is.
I'll put the link in the description, and if people click on it, they get like $5 or something the first time they use it. I don't know.
Very generous of you, sir.
Yeah, this is what I do. This is what I do to help the people.
This is what I do.
But we should also, we have a little bit of bookkeeping to talk about because we're running out of space on our online website. You know what I mean? Podomatic.
On the Podomatic site, yeah.
We have so much content now, we're actually running out of space already. So what we're going to do until we come up with a better solution is we're moving the older episodes into our Start to Continue Mails Google Drive.
No, that's confusing.
Well, there'll be a link to that on our Facebook page.
Holy shit.
And you just click the link and it will give you access to that folder of our Google Drive. Anyone can grab them.
Wait, where are they going to go? To the Facebook page?
Yeah, our Facebook page.
Which is what?
Start to Continue.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Stay tuned for links.
Well, you can get all those links. Just search Facebook Start to Continue. We're there. That's where the link will be. It'll be our Google Drive. You click on this link and it opens up the folder where all the shit's going to be. Easy.
And then they download it.
They can download it if they want, yeah.
Okay.
So,
yeah, we really got to figure out what we're doing with our website.
Yeah, again, it's down to dollars and cents, right?
I was thinking more time and effort, more than dollars and cents is the biggest factor for me.
Well, if we throw some money at it, all of our problems go away. So then we'll have tons of storage. But right now, we do what we can do.
So it's been a little bit since we last talked. What's it been going on? Almost a week now?
Yeah, we've had mic issues, as usual. What's the update on the mics?
Looks like we're going to be sending off your mic, which is the same as the one that I purchased, the Blue Yeti microphone. And we're going to get your serial number, or what was it? I think I'm having a stroke, man. Oh, fuck.
Keep going.
Say
I love
it.
it.
No, I'm not
One more
saying-
time. You're almost there. A little bit further.
It's not the authorization code. It's the...
Well, even the Blue Yeti people are calling it the digital footprint.
Okay,
But
well,
it's the
the
serial number.
That's what I said, though. It's the serial number of the microphone specifically. And apparently all Blue Yetis, I don't know if it's the same with all Blue mics, but all the Yetis have the same serial number, so when thus you're plugged in, whatever program you're using can't distinguish that there's actually two separate microphones. So we're going to mail off Bill's microphone, get the serial number we authorized to a different number, so thus that both mics can be identified as two separate entities.
Yeah, and we did try everything under the rainbow to get this sucker to work. For instance, we brought in my crappy laptop, which is Windows, which did see both microphones, so we thought we were off to the races, but it just wouldn't record properly. There was tons of clicks and pops and skips, and we couldn't cure the problem. So here we are, back to a single microphone. Me and Joe close on either side of it.
Not close enough for me.
Lips almost touching.
Oh.
I can. What is that on your
As long
back?
as my hand can go on your knee, I don't care.
No, I have a desk between us, so we don't have to worry about that. But hey, I do
Who's
have an
worried?
update. I do have an update.
All right.
We talked, episode 2 or 3, about that the original Batmobile was going up for auction.
Right, the one they found, it was in a barn, right?
I think it was in a field, actually, for 50 years, languishing. And it got a full restoration, which had to have cost God knows how much, because everything needed to be fabricated for this thing. It doesn't look like any car you'll ever see. If you want to look it up, it's called the original Batmobile. It's not the Frank Barris one from the TV show. And the auction it was from Heritage Auctions. And when we started talking about it, the hammer didn't drop yet, so we didn't know what the actual sell price was. But the hammer did just actually drop, so we can find out what it actually went for.
Which was what?
Well, they were hoping the original Frank Barris one from the TV show did go to auction last year, and it brought...
I'm surprised it was up for sale.
Well, yeah. It brought $4.2 million.
The one from the TV show?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the original one.
Fuck. What auction was that on?
What auction?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know who did that auction. It was probably... I don't know. Maybe...
It's not like a Barrett Jackson auction, is it?
Maybe it was. They didn't mention that. Or Christie's or something like that. So the people who own the original Batmobile wanted to take this to auction, hoping for the same kind of heat.
Yeah, good luck.
And they end up getting $137,000.
Of course. It was never on television.
No, you're right. That's a big difference between that and
How did it get
4.2.
$4.2 million? The most I've ever seen sold on the Barrett Jackson auction was crazy. It was like this two-tier level bus. It's like almost like a two-tier Volkswagen bus. It was this crazy design. And it ended up going for, I think, $1.5 million. And that just blew everyone's mind.
I've seen
what it went
those.
for.
Those are, look, what are
And
they
that was
called?
like 2 years ago.
Dreamliners or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Ooh, those are nice. Yeah. So anyways, I thought I'd just get you up to speed on what happened with that. They're all disappointed, of course. That's like a high-end BMW. Same thing.
Yeah.
Or one of your cars you got at home stuff
my
in your
Mazda.
garage. But
Anything else?
well, if you want to keep going on this same vein, you know, we're always talking about collections and shit, and I love hearing the news of stuff that's found.
Right.
And in the same vein as this, how this car was found in a field out in France, another horde of old vehicles has just been found.
How are they just found?
Well, the guy who owned them, he was like an industrial tycoon. Actually, he was a trucking tycoon. And when he had lots of money, he bought all these vintage cars in the hopes of starting an automobile museum. And then his money went away from him. He ended up selling 50 of these in the 70s. So everyone thought that was it for his collection. He sold it off. Really, he still had 60 more of them hidden away in his property. And they were in little lean-tos and roofs held up with just a couple 2x4s. There'd be 40 cars stuffed in these kind of shelters. Not really protected, but still. And the automobile community is going crazy because it has everything from Mercedes, Maseratis, Ferraris, Bugattis, all kinds of European one-offs.
Fantastic.
Some of the cars were owned by royalty. And this auction house that's looking after it is giving a modest estimate of around 12 million pounds for the whole shooting match. But just two of these cars, they found one, a 1961 Ferrari California Spider.
Wow.
It's one of 37 ever made. And the car buffs, you know, they know about this model, and they know where every single model is in the world. And that model they just thought was lost. Now here it is found. And the estimate on that is between 9.5 and 12 million euros right there. Just for that one car.
Wow.
And
the euro's not worth very much, but still, that's a fantastic
well, I think it's
amount.
still $1.50 American, something like that. And right beside that was a Maserati, and that's estimated at between 800 and 1.2 million. So that's just two cars out of the 60. Isn't that crazy?
And this original owner is dead now?
Yeah, his family, I guess, reached out to this auction house. And they went to the property not knowing what they were going to find, and they just flipped out when they saw it all. Let me show you a picture. Here's the picture of the Ferrari as found in the garage.
Oh, wow.
With bales of magazines piled on top of it. Isn't that wild?
And the Maserati's right beside it.
Yeah. And some of the cars in these barns, like, they're one-off European cars that are super rare. And, yeah, the community's going crazy. And if people want to look this up, let me see here. What's the... Oh, look under Art Crucial. Just
Spell that
Google Art Crucial.
Crucial.
Yeah. You know what? It's not even crucial, is it? Art, Curial. Curial? Art Curial?
Yeah.
Yeah, Art Curial.
Oh, we'll put a link up for it, too.
And you can take a look at some of these cars. They're going to have to, they're getting special transportation trucks to put all these cars on, you know, to gently take them to wherever they're going to sell them. Because they've been just sitting out in the open for...
And you can only imagine how much they're going to be worth when they're restored. Because you know whoever buys them is going to restore them.
Maybe. Like that Ferrari estimate is as it was found.
Yeah.
As shitty as it was found, it's still worth that much because it's only one of 37 models. So, pretty crazy. But that's all the collecting news I have for you.
It's more than I have. The only thing
Do you
I
have more news about your shelves?
No, I don't have any more shelf
The
news.
listeners wrote in, like, we had bags of mail.
Listen,
about
I love my fucking shelves, okay? You can never have enough.
People wanted to hear more about these shelves.
Though I do, the only thing shelf-related is, you remember how I bought that glass door to cover the new one I just bought?
I guess I walked into this conversation.
Yep.
Yep.
You're going to take this one. Yeah, so I just got to return that piece. I've decided I'm not going to keep it. Just going to leave all my shelves open-faced.
Oh, I'd prefer the glass. I think you should keep glass.
You know what? For $40, there's nothing really behind it that I need to lock up.
No, it's for dust. I know you got the maid in there every other day. She comes to your house.
Yeah, about
dusting.
that.
So
Guadalupe? Yeah. That's when she comes in. Every other day.
I thought it was Juanita.
No, Guadalupe.
Yeah, it's to keep the dust out, man.
They're not airtight, so dust still gets in.
Yeah, but it definitely cuts it down. Reconsider.
$40. It's only on one shelf. That means I got to buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more glass doors.
Is this for your books on there or Transformers?
This one is basically books.
Oh, okay. If it's Transformers, they're so hard to dust. Well, you don't have any out of the package, though, do you?
Yeah, mine are just boxes. So.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I know what you mean, though. But no, I'm gonna return it. I can always buy it later. Who gives a shit? But anyway, that's it for. That's the end of my shelf talk.
to be continued on the shelves.
But my stuff for collecting would be. I've got my latest. I was sleeping today, after working last night, right?
Well, hold on a second. Should tell the people we're again at night here.
Right.
Middle of the night, and
yeah.
we're in the middle of a snowstorm. So we went home in a snowstorm. So we got home really late.
We worked last night, so we finished this morning around 7 a.m.
Had to drive home in a snowstorm, so it took double or triple the time. And the storm was still happening when we came into work, so we had just as much time to come back in. So neither of us have a lot of sleep going on, right?
I'm good for now.
Oh, you went right to sleep right away.
No, I stayed up till 11.
Till
I got
11.
home at 7. I got home at 7:10. Shoveled the driveway. By then, my daughter was waking up, so I picked her up, got my son out of bed too, and went downstairs and gave her breakfast. And then the wife wakes up slowly. She has a shower and shit, and then she comes down, and by then I can go up to sleep.
Yeah, I got to bed
But I
around
didn't.
10.
I got to bed at 11.
But I was tossing and turning. I don't know why. So I lost that bit of time.
I was
sleep.
tossing, but I was beating off, so there's a big difference there. Took me an hour to find something good. If anyone's looking for a great site, check out www.xnxx.com.
So I give links to, art.
We know what people really want to check out, all right? It's a fantastic site, xnxx.com.
.xx.com? Isn't that too many dots?
Dude, what the fuck?
I don't know. That doesn't sound
Triple
right.
W
Okay.
dot
Yeah.
the letters X as in xylophone,
Yeah.
N as in Nancy, xx
Oh,
dot
no,
com.
no dot there. I thought you said
No.
xn dot xx.
Just listen, xnxx.com.
Okay. I don't know why you're plugging them. You're getting nothing from
No,
them.
no, but I'm passing on a good site
So it took you an hour.
to find good material. And in between that hour, I fell asleep. So I was lying on my bed with my dong out, my iPad going on whatever porn video is there, and I'd wake up in between, like 5 minutes pass, get all soft again, gotta fucking get hard.
What? What was the video you fell asleep during?
I don't remember. It was just, I was so fucking tired. It doesn't matter what it was.
What-
It was just shitty videos.
What videos did you have to cycle through?
I gotta
What was
find
turning you
specific
off there?
ones.
What were you looking for?
I don't want to get into it. They're normal
Why
stuff,
not?
but I don't even like looking at certain people.
Normal stuff.
Yeah.
So what's normal? They're not spreading the ass cheeks then and spitting in it or something, right? Is that,
They
or
do
is
that,
that
but
normal
that-
for you?
That's
Tell
not
me
the-
what normal
That's
is.
not the shit I look for, though.
What is it?
Just
you're looking
normal,
for?
like guy-girl shit.
And type of people you're looking for.
Well, I don't look at the guy, so the girl's got to look a certain way.
But there's always a guy involved.
Yeah, I'm not big on just the chick diddling herself.
What about the two broads?
No.
No. So you like having a dude in there.
I do, but I'm not looking at the dude.
You're not looking at the dude, but you need him in there.
I extrapolate him out mentally, put myself in his place.
Interesting. So what did you skip through? What was going on that you didn't like?
I was fucking tired, so I just kept passing out.
Why didn't you just go to sleep?
Because I thought this would put me out really good. And once you start, you can't finish, or you just can't leave it.
You did, though. You passed out.
Not by my own volition.
Oh, my God. What a sight. Are the lights all on?
No,
Are the drapes open?
The windows closed. Just me and the dog in the bedroom.
The dog is in there. The dog gets to go through this.
Pez can't see me. He's down in his own bed trying to sleep.
Oh, my God. Is the volume up?
Enough to hear.
Can you hear it down the hall?
Dude, what are you so... Every guy does this. What are you so shocked about?
No, I'm just trying to get... I'm trying to find out your routine.
And for any female listeners that we have listening, should not be a shock to you.
Well, no, we're just trying to find out your routine.
There's no routine.
Find out more
I got
about
different
Joe.
things, but this was just what I was doing this morning. I was tired, laid out, got the iPad going, started going at it, passed out a couple times, woke up, have to start all over. And by then, I started at 10, next thing I know, it's 11 in the morning.
And do you, just free the whole area, pull all the blankets back, and you just kind of are spread across the entire California King? Just you?
Well, my feet are covered because then they get cold.
Okay. All right. So that happened. You finished up.
And I went to bed.
Cleaned yourself up.
And then, I forgot we were talking about collecting. I don't know how you fucking dragged us into me whacking off.
Well, it's a natural progression for you.
Yeah, so around 1, it was like 1 in the afternoon, and I got a text from a friend asking me something. So my phone vibrated on the bed, so I felt that go off. So that woke me up. Responded to the text, and then I noticed that I had an email from tfsource.com. So if anyone's looking to buy Transformers, that's my main source. They said I had my delivery had just been shipped out, or my order had been shipped out.
Okay. I don't even know. You didn't say you bought anything.
Well, this was stuff that I had pre-ordered. I'm just trying to pull up the email here. Where is it? Yahoo? Yeah.
Why do we have to go to this TF source?
Because of their bulletproof packaging. Good prices. They come from the States. But anything they ship is always covered. The boxes are covered with that clear plastic wrap, like the hard wrap that you can use for display. And then the items are covered in cardboard, and then they're all tightly shipped together in a box.
Okay.
So when you ask for a mint item, it comes mint without any damage to the box. But needless to say, that's irrelevant right now. So yeah, these were like 4 items I had on pre-order that wouldn't ship out until the last item, finally came into the store, right? So I've got, these are all Masterpiece figures, so I know you're into that. It's the Masterpiece G2 Sideswipe, Masterpiece Sound Blaster, Masterpiece Wheeljack, and Masterpiece Bumblebee.
Are these Hasbro or are they Japanese?
No, these are the Takara Japanese ones.
Oh,
so anyway, they came in. Bumblebee was the last one, which came in today. So when they came in, the last one comes in and ships out.
Yeah. So
I looked at it. I go, oh, shit, okay. I thought I had to tell them to ship it out. They're shipping it to my old address that I just moved from. So now I got these 4 fucking figures. The total of them is a respectable amount.
I can only imagine, because you said 4 of these, they retail between 80 and 120 each?
Give or take, depending on what figure you're getting.
Yeah, so that's a lot of bread floating around out there.
So I've got these 4 things going now to my old address, which I just moved from about a month and a half ago. It usually takes about 7 days, so it means I'll probably be getting them.
Well, how do you head them off at the pass?
Well, that's the thing. I got to go to the house now. Tell these people, hey, I used to live here.
Oh, my God. You have tracking info, don't you?
Well,
Is there a way you can tell Canada Post through the tracking that
I don't know. Can I call them
you got to?
and say, hey guys, this is going to the wrong address?
I think it'd be very creepy if you start camping out at your old house.
Well, that was the other thing. I'm going to have to make sure I'm off that day, camp out, and wait for the UPS guy to show up. How am I going to do this, man?
Yeah, try going through the tracking. This had to have happened to people before. When did you pre-order them? Like months and months ago?
Yeah, this has been on hold for months.
Yeah. Yeah, you should, get on the horn. Start calling people. You can probably do it right from the Canada Post tracking site, I would imagine. I would hope.
Well, it's USPS shipping, right? United States Postal Service?
Right. Oh, do they hand off to UPS, you said? Or will it be Canada Post? Because...
Or I might go to Canada Post. And if that's the case, our stuff is being forwarded to the new house.
Oh, automatically?
Yeah.
Oh, that... Okay.
But I'll have to check with my friend. He's more versed in this than I am.
Your friend?
Yeah.
Who's your friend?
I don't want to say. He probably would prefer me not to say, so I'm not going to say.
Can we talk about
But he's my collecting buddy.
your... What, buddy?
Collecting buddy?
Can we talk about your side project?
What, our Transformers podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Congratulations, man.
Thanks,
You've
man.
opened up another podcast.
Who knew?
Ditched me for this other
Oh, you've got
guy.
no interest in this shit, man.
I love it. I love it all, man.
But yep, go to, it's still hosted on our Podomatic site, but just go to my blog site, angrycanadiandecepticon.blogspot.ca, and you'll see our postings as they go up. We've only done one so far, but a little shaky at the start for the first 10 minutes or so, but I think gradually we got warmed up to it, and, he's never done one.
I thought it was fine. Sounded good. It's you and this guy that no one's allowed to know who this person is.
Right.
Although you do give him reference on your blog, right? So why not use that
His
code
name's
name?
not referenced on the blog.
But he has a code on your blog.
Initial, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. X or something, right?
Sure.
So why don't you refer to him as that, at least in your show?
Mr.
The
X?
one thing about your show is it's completely anonymous. You don't introduce yourself. He doesn't introduce himself.
Yeah, I know.
You don't even say where you get your stuff from.
Sure we do.
Not till the end.
What, TF Source?
Yeah, you didn't say it in the beginning. It was very frustrating. It's like, these guys are international tranny spies. Like, I don't get it. What's the big secret?
Just...
What? Are you dressing these trannies up in
No, you don't want people to
Barbie
know where you
clothes or
live
stuff?
or to find out who you really are, right?
Absolutely. But give me a first name.
All right, we'll call him Mr. X.
Okay. That's all I could say about your sister show here. You should give your guys your names so I know who I'm listening to.
All right.
Yeah. So you can give fake names if you want.
But anyway, so you're right. I should probably get in contact with USPS or I don't know what the fuck to do. I didn't think they would ship because I thought they had the right address, to be honest with you. Great.
That's funny, though.
Fuck, another headache.
That's a lot of money floating around out
Yep. So there's that.
there. Are people finding this other podcast?
Yeah, I have like 30 hits. Not on the podcast, but on the website itself.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, your blog's flying
I
high
think what I
again.
want to do is I got to figure out how to put a link. Not a link, but a embedded. Yeah, an embedded link so that the actual podcast will play directly from my blog site.
Right.
Instead of them having to go to. Mind you, the difference in it is probably like 5 seconds, but.
No, yeah. I've showed you several times how to
I
embed
know.
a player on your blog. Actually, maybe that your what is it? Blog Talk or what is the host?
Blogspot.
Yeah, maybe it doesn't even support embedded players, so shouldn't really say anything unless we find out. But you're getting some pretty heavy traffic on the blog, so some of the tranny folks should definitely be checking out your show.
Hopefully.
Yeah, it's fine. It's good shit.
What else did I get? Oh, I also got my new iPhone 6 today. Shipped out last night while we were working and arrived this afternoon around... Actually, that's what woke me up at 1 o'clock, sir. It was the doorbell.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's nice that you had to sign for it.
Oh, yeah, no choice. It's not like my other figures where it's left on the doorstep and then just walk away.
Yeah. It's everything else you
And
order.
then I got mine today. My wife got hers yesterday. So those are our Christmas gifts to each other.
Nice. Too bad you didn't buy, like, a good phone.
I
Android.
did. You haven't even seen... Well, I haven't even opened it yet, but we'll do that later.
I think you're going to produce...
I think you're going to be jealous. My iPhone's going to sit on top of your Samsung and diddle it.
Well, that would be interesting. Yeah, no, that'll be on a...
My Siri's going to diddle your Samsung.
That'll be yet another start to continue video one-shot unbox on our YouTube channel. Right? What's our YouTube channel? Do you know yet?
Start to continue.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just search for that. It'll pop up. My unboxing of the basement tapes is... I don't know how people are finding it, but it's doing pretty good.
What's the last tag of hits?
Geez, I don't know. I think it was cruising over 800. So...
You should keep doing little additions to that and maybe... Like, what'd you do? You just did the unboxing, right?
Yeah. Initial impressions.
And how many
only.
records are inside that, or what is it?
3.
Did you
And
did
2
you remove
CDs.
the records and stuff from their actual packaging, or did you
Yep.
just,
Well, very briefly, just to look at the vinyl to see if it, wasn't scuffed or anything.
did you play anything yet?
No, it was just an initial
Are
impressions.
you going to play anything, or is this just for looking at?
You mean another review?
No, are you going to play it out
Oh,
on
I
your
did
record
play
player?
it out. Yeah, it was great.
So
We
do
talked
a-
about it on the last
Do
show.
a review of that.
I don't
Do
know.
a review on each side of the LP.
Well, it's not. Yeah, I don't know. It's not much visually.
fuck.
There's not much visually
All right.
to say about it without doing a whole editing process, right? Doing a photo story or something. And there's millions of those out there. Mine was just an
Who cares what
initial
else is out there?
unboxing to see my reaction to what would be
Listen,
inside
this is what you got to
package.
do.
Listen.
And I got drawn into this when I started my fucking blog, and it was a real hindrance more than anything else. Because you're comparing yourself to other people's reviews that you see on YouTube and whatever, right?
Yeah.
You have to forget that that stuff is even out there and just pretend that you're the only one. So who cares that someone else has done the same thing already?
Well,
Other people haven't necessarily got to those other sites.
I agree. Well, you're right. Sure.
Do it for yourself.
I don't really star in them. The camera's not on me.
So what?
It's just my hands.
Yeah.
We're at work in product.
And most of the sites that I go to on YouTube are the same thing. I don't give a shit about the person doing it. I want to see the product.
But there's just no visuals. That's all. Be a record spinning.
Yeah, the record spinning, and while you're doing it, is there a book for the site or for the LP, like the words or lyrics or anything like that?
Yeah. It was shown in the video already.
Well, pull that out.
We're going to do more unbox
Listen,
videos.
I'm telling you how to do it, because you're getting all worked up that there's
I'm not getting worked up.
all these people out there that have already done this.
You're getting worked up.
Yeah.
No, I
Just
didn't
me.
get worked up. I'm just saying I want to provide good content.
I'm
That's
getting worked up for you.
Well, there'll be more stuff. We're going to start showing off our collections and shit on the YouTube channel, right?
Sure.
And you're going to do some unboxing and
Yeah, I'll unbox my iPhone. Not that, not that you can't go to the Apple site and see what it actually looks like, but at least you'll see my reaction to it. And I haven't really had a chance to look at my wife's yet, so
yeah.
I'm pretty excited because I'm still using the 4S, so that's 3 years old.
Yeah, and I get to shoot this thing, so
I'm gonna
do I get to make fun of you while you're unboxing it? Or is it
How can
or am
you?
I a
It's-
silent camera
It's the
operator?
iPhone. You're just going to be looking, thinking, man, I wish I had that instead of my shitty Samsung.
No, I'll be making fun of it. How it's how it's finally
How
doing
it's skinnier
things.
than your Samsung, lighter than your Samsung, works
How it's-
better.
How it's bendy, unlike a Samsung.
Please, because your Samsung is made of
Oh, look
Fucking
at this guy.
brick.
Police.
Mine's space age polymer that they use on the shuttle.
The shuttle. Well, they retired that, so try it again.
Space station, then? How about that? It's used at NASA. You know that much.
Wow. Okay. What else you got going?
Listen, man.
Calm yourself. Move on.
I'm excited about this. I just finished finally watching this season's Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
which was sitting on my PVR for about, whenever it started and finished.
It's about time.
So I hate doing it because I hate plowing through episodes now back to back because I prefer to watch stuff when other people are watching it. This way, at least you got something to talk to, right? Nothing worse than watching a show after everyone's seen it and then you got no water cooler talk per se with anyone else. It's just like, hey man, I finally saw the show. It was great.
Yeah, and that is one show that will create water cooler talk because there's some shocking
Because this season, I had heard that there was like crazy stuff going on this season. I just figured, all right.
Last we heard, you saw that King Joffrey died, right?
Right.
So the next crazy thing I think was the kind of rapey kind of scene between Joffrey's parents right beside his corpse. What do you think of that?
Yeah. That didn't really do anything for me.
That didn't shock you?
No.
Do you think it was necessary to have that in the... Apparently that isn't
I
even
think
in the
so
box.
because I was going to comment mostly on the final episode where...
Well, we'll get there. We got to work through the steps.
All right.
The rape scene was jarring. No?
No.
And then they never talked about it ever again.
Yeah, I'm saying that leads more questions, or that leads into the final episode where... fuck, I'm tired. The midget guy.
Oh, boy. What?
What's his name?
Little person?
Whatever, dude.
Dinklage.
Yeah, Peter Dinklage.
Yep.
I'm thinking his character's name.
Who can remember all their names? Tyrion.
Yeah.
Tyrion.
When he
Lannister.
when he killed his father on the potty, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
I thought that was fantastic.
Yeah.
So now Tyrion's killed the king.
Well, he didn't really
Joffrey's
kill the
dead.
king.
Okay, let's not say king, but obviously the leader of the Lannister family, right?
Oh, I thought you meant Joffrey when you said the king.
No, his dad.
What? His dad's not king?
No, but he is in essentially, right? He's the puppet master for the whole Lannister family.
Sure. Yeah. He's the hand of the king.
But anyway, it's like basically the whole family's fallen apart. They've got the one other son left who's in line to rule the kingdom.
Right.
But right now, his mother, she's going to be what, Queen Regent until he's old enough, or?
I guess so, yeah. That would make sense. And he's already betrothed to Joffrey's old lady.
Yeah, but I was just referring to the fact that now essentially the Lannister family / their kingdom is falling apart. So I wasn't sure. I'm pretty intrigued actually to see there's going to be a fight between Cersei, is that her name? Cersei and Jaime Lannister and the son to actually rule the kingdom, right?
Yeah. I don't know if Jaime's has any interest in ruling. Doesn't seem to. And plus, weren't the Lannisters bankrupting
They are
King's
bankrupt,
Landing?
yeah.
Or are they bankrupting themselves? Is it the city they're bankrupting or themselves?
The Lannister family themselves.
So it might be... who's the broad that was married to Joffrey? Her family? It looks like her family might be doing a side maneuver to get in there.
To get in, right?
Maybe just by
It'd be nice to see
political
Cersei
means.
kicked out. I can't stand her. She plays a great evil bitch, basically.
Yeah.
And then, so aside from that, I thought that battle scene for Tyrion
Yeah. That was shocking.
to have his champion, yeah. I didn't think I like that. I was starting to like that character until he got his head crushed.
Yeah, I know why you like that guy.
Yeah. Jesus. But the fact that he had wounded that big muscle guy, and then in the last episode, they were in the laboratory because he had suffered from some kind of poisoning from the spear, right, on his shoulder.
Oh,
So his skin was all rotting, and he was dying, and he was being poisoned. So one of the, not magi, I guess, but healers there was doing like some kind of transfusion.
Okay.
And he said to Circe, he should be able to be saved, but he'll be restored, but he won't be the same man that he used to be. Hinting at that, he'll be something else, like not human or...
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah.
Who were they working on?
The big muscle guy that crushed the guy's head.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember that scene at all.
They were doing some kind of transfusion or putting something into him that would counteract the poison. So I'm really curious to see how that character is going to turn out later on. How he's going to come back or what he's going to come back as.
Yeah, I didn't even remember that, so that'll be interesting for the next season.
And then the queen of the mother of the dragons.
Yep.
There's that one rogue dragon that's going around burning everything and it's killing...
Well, they're dragons.
They killed that little girl.
Yep.
So she chained up the other two into that cave.
That's right. And the other one's still loose.
So now, what do they have to do? Go hunt down and actually kill that one that's left? Or can they capture it and... I don't know what.
Yeah, you're right. I've forgotten about all that stuff. Plus, Castle Black getting attacked.
Castle Black. Oh yeah, by the giants and the wildlings, right?
They had all those.
But they fended them off, and then Jon Snow went out to kill the leader of the wildlings.
Right.
And ended up being saved by. I can't remember his name, but they're calling him the one true leader of the North, the guy who has that redheaded witch with him as well.
Oh right, yeah, that's right. Wow, I forgot all that. Yeah.
So now they came, rescued essentially Jon Snow, and now everybody is back at Castle Black. I'm not sure where that storyline's going to go.
That was the brother of the former king,
right.
The rightful king, Baratheon. But really, where's the Walker army we saw?
What, the undead Walker army?
Yeah.
I don't know if they're on their way or if they're building up their forces, but they're still...
Like, were they super north? That's why we haven't seen them again?
Yeah, they were like...
Beyond what we know as the North.
Right.
Okay, I thought they were like closer to the wall, and every season I'm like, where is this undead army?
As far as I can understand, they're on their way towards the wall. But also in reference to that, in getting back to another point, is I also just started reading book 1.
You didn't?
Yeah. But the first part of it is, obviously it takes place, is the same as the first scene that you see in season 1, episode 1, where the guys are out in the woods, and they don't believe that the walkers are not. Well, they don't believe that the walkers really exist. And they were talking about how far north they were, and it was like days and days. Like I think he said reference like 8 days. So that's the kind of distance of marching, I guess, that they are from the wall.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I read those books too, by the way. Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Come on.
The graphic versions.
You read the comics of the...
Yeah, they're not all out yet, but as many as they've made, I read the graphic versions.
Not necessarily the same thing.
Exactly the same thing.
But I'm really excited about it because it's been so long since I've actually read a decent, detailed book.
It's just before or after your iPad comes out in bed. Are you reading?
No, I should read them at night.
Or does it work into your routine?
I miss that because I used to read books. Like I could finish a 400-page book like in a week.
Oh, come on.
That's the kind of reading I was doing.
And you remembered none of it?
No, I remembered all of it.
None.
And I used to read more than one book at the same time, like 3 different stories.
You'd have 3 books open in front of you?
No, I'd have 3 books on the go.
Okay.
That's the kind of reading I was doing.
I don't see it. I don't picture it.
I know, because you can't do it.
Well, it's not about me. It's I've seen you in operation, and
yeah, and that's different.
Okay.
I'm at home where I actually enjoy doing what I do.
Well, come on.
So it's
What are you
different.
saying? You don't enjoy working with me? Is that what you're saying? Is this what it's come down to?
Oop,
Oh,
Siri, shut up.
what else? Move on. I know you had something else.
Why don't you believe I like to read? What the fuck's
Well,
wrong
I
with
believe you like to read. I don't believe you can get through anything and that you can stay awake through an entire reading session. That's all.
Well, because I don't read at fucking 3 in the morning.
When are you reading?
Before you go to bed, are you just relaxing at home? When you wake up? When you're having a coffee in the morning? When you're at the doctor's office?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can
When do
see
you think
that, I
you
guess.
read?
Well, before
When do you
go
read?
to bed.
You don't.
Before
Or
you
you
go to bed.
watched what? That's the only time that you read.
I don't read, unfortunately, anymore. Just,
Well.
I don't have time. We got kids. We got kids, man. Some of us look at.
You gotta start making time, man. Oh, and I finished. Well, I don't know if it's over yet, but season 5 of Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee
No, it's not over.
with Jerry Seinfeld. For those of you that haven't come across this show yet, just Google Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. It's a Jerry Seinfeld project, I guess, or webisode show that's on Crackle. And it's in season 5 right now. Mind you, there's only he does, 5 or 6 so-called interviews per season. And they're about, 15, 20 minutes in length, where he basically picks up a different comedian in a different car every time, and they just basically go out and have coffee, as the title of the show says.
Yeah, they go for a little walk and.
But it's fantastic. It's they're not always in-depth interviews, though some of them are. But it's about the car, and it's just about going out and
conversation.
Yeah, conversation with coffee, pretty much.
Yeah. So what do you think of this season? I know past seasons, I've looked forward to every episode. I can't wait for the next episode to come out. But what are you thinking about
I
this
still
one?
enjoy it. I don't remember who was on this season right now, but I was disappointed with the last one we saw, which was some kind of YouTube personality, for lack of a better term, called Miranda Sings.
Yeah, I don't.
And the way they did it, you and I were talking about it because we watched it. He picked her up and did the whole show with her in her character persona. And then at the very end of it, after they show the credits and whatnot, excuse me, there's a side part where he's sitting and just talking with her, but she's in her actual normal voice, which is how the whole interview should have been conducted, right?
Yeah, not in character.
Because we first saw her when she appeared on Fallon with a surprise appearance with her and Seinfeld, right?
Yeah, they did.
And we thought, who's this fucking goof?
It was awful. What was it, Pictionary they did?
Yeah,
Or?
and so was this interview.
awful.
So,
Her character is awful. I don't know who's watching it. Her character.
but needless to say, the show itself is great. Probably 95% of the interviews are fantastic. You'd recognize most of the people if you saw them. So go to Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee.
Yeah,
Just
definite.
Google it and check it out.
Brian Regan, the Michael Richards one, Louis C.K. for sure.
It was a fantastic,
really
yeah.
great. It's good. I love it. Anyways, he's got a couple more to go. I think he did. Amy Schumer was the last one. No. Who was the last one? Amy Schumer was
Amy
two
Schumer,
before.
She was the 3rd or 4th one of the season. Doesn't matter. There's no specific order that you have to watch them in because no one episode relates to the other one. But if you're car buff or if you just want to have, if you're a person that enjoys a good interview, learning about facts about, comedians or stars that you don't know.
Well, like you said, the cars
The
are
cars
as
alone are
big
worth
of a
it for me.
star as
Yeah.
the guest. So it's really good.
Yeah, so we'll leave it at that. We'll check out the link on our website as well in case you happen to forget. And as a side note, I think on our next podcast that we do, I've got a challenge I want to bring up to you.
Well, this is a first. I can't wait.
Why is everything a first that I bring up?
Where did this come from?
Well, I was just thinking about the other day, and it goes in line with the fact that, there's a lot of things I haven't been doing recently that I used to do all the time. reading being one of them. I used to do something else, which is going to be what the challenge is. And we've actually, you've talked about it before and hinted on it that we should do it. So
I don't think I'm interested.
Why?
I'm scared.
Why?
I don't
What's
know.
going to happen?
You just did a big jerk off episode, so I don't know.
Listen, I'm going to turn. Listen, do you
Okay.
beat off?
What?
Do you beat off? Yes or no?
Never.
Never, ever, ever.
They taught me in seminary school that was.
This
that would
podcast
bring
is
on the
about
devil.
honesty, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, of course, man.
Okay, so what's the big deal?
No big deal.
Well, then stop getting freaked out.
Well, I'm freaked
This wasn't a
out if
big
you're-
jerk off episode.
Yeah.
I was just being honest.
That was good. I love that.
Jesus.
I like finding out what goes
Anyway,
on.
yeah, I think you'll like this challenge. It's nothing dirty. It's a learning thing, and it's going to help us both get back into doing something that we maybe haven't done as much as we have in the past and would like to do.
All right.
So stay tuned to our next podcast
sounds
to find out
awful,
what this
but
is. Yes,
I
it's
guess.
going to be off. So it'll be good, and don't be too worried about it. I think whoever listens is going to enjoy it. And then we'll play it back for everyone, too.
Play back.
Yeah. You'll see.
Oh, okay.
Just go with it, all right?
All right, man.
All right. So for those of you that want to listen to us and are listening to us, again, where can they catch us?
We're on iTunes. If you're in iTunes, you just search for Start to Continue. We'll pop right up. There might be some other podcasts that are kind of named that, but aren't. But you'll see us there. We're on Stitcher. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. If you're on iTunes, please submit a review for us. We're dying for some reviews. That'll help our...
Just takes 2 seconds. You just have to be logged into iTunes and
yeah, it'll get our...
give us like one sentence. Who cares? Just give us something.
yeah, something. That'll get our appearance up higher on the whatever that magic world is of iTunes.
Done.
Piece of shit. All right.
Long live Apple.
Post it.